Bruce Banner has to lose his temper in order to morph into the muscular green Incredible Hulk. And though he's fictional, there are real humans that are permanently muscled without having to go green or lose their tempers. And just like the Hulk, they started out as ordinary people until something made them want to become extraordinary. Let's take a look at 10 of the most amazing real-life Hulks. Number 10. Aaron Reed. Aaron Reed is one of the tallest bodybuilders in the world, and on record the tallest to win a men's physique competition at 6 feet 7 inches in height. Given that he was also a former WWE wrestler, this clearly isn't someone you want to mess with. Not that he had an easy start in life. As a child he had leukemia. He beat that through a healthy diet and lifestyle and by taking up weightlifting in his teens. That led to a wrestling stint till he got hepatitis. That ended his wrestling career, so he did the next best thing. He got into bodybuilding, and look at him now. He's also published a book on nutrition and living a healthy lifestyle, so there are brains that come with his brawn, just like the real Hulk when he's in his mild-mannered persona. Number 9. Leslie Kai Green. Green is an American professional bodybuilder, personal trainer, artist, and actor, so talk about being well-rounded. His victories include the 2012, 13, and 2014 Mr. Olympia competitions, while his latest was at the 2016 Arnold Classic, where he won second place. Green's life wasn't always about winning, however. He was raised in foster care and residential treatment centers where he understandably developed behavioral problems. Things changed when his 7th grade English teacher took him under his wing, but not by teaching him English. The teacher's solution? Find his inner Hulk through bodybuilding competitions, and well, look at him now. Green believes in the mind-muscle connection, something he's written a lot about and is now considered an expert on. As to the movies under his belt, they include the Chinese-American film Crazy Fist and Stranger Things. I wouldn't be surprised if The Avengers was next. Number 8. Eddie Hall. Hall, also called The Beast, is the deadlift world record holder. The only human to ever deadlift 500 kilograms. That's 35 kilograms heavier than the previous record, and just 3 years prior, strongmen had been struggling to reach 400 kilograms. They thought half a ton wasn't even humanly possible. And though Hall proved them wrong, his achievement had some horrific consequences as he burst blood vessels in his head following the lift. He lost consciousness afterwards and incurred nosebleeds. He even trains with such intensity that his eyeball once popped out of his skull. Hall started out as a champion swimmer while working full-time as a truck mechanic. From there, he moved on to break world records in front of the great Arnold Schwarzenegger himself. It wasn't always easy for him, however. When he was 12, his grandmother was diagnosed with cancer. Being very close to her, he suffered from depression to the point that he couldn't leave his house. Doctors gave him medications for about 4 years, which helped because look at him now. Hall, wants to put on more muscle mass to improve his performance. To do this, he followed a diet plan that most mortals wouldn't be able to keep up with. He'll go through 6,500 calories on a bad day. On a good one, it'll be closer to 10,000. On average, this food Hulk spends about $500 a week on food just for himself. Number 7. Hwang Chul-soon. Chul-soon is a Korean bodybuilder who wears 8-pack abs. He started competing in 2009 and began winning bodybuilding contests throughout the US and Korea. He's also something of a heartthrob in Asia and is paid big bucks to appear in commercials and TV shows, usually with his shirt off for some reason. Also called the Asian Arnold. It wasn't always this way, however. Chul-soon started out as a toothpick with legs, apparently, and was therefore bullied as a result. I'd really hate to be one of those bullies today, wouldn't you? Still, it took him a while. He started weightlifting at 20, and 3 years later, hello Asian Hulk. In 2009, he competed in the Musclemania World Championships, where he won second place in the lightweight division. By the end of 2010, he'd sculpted such an impressive physique that he won the 2010 Musclemania World at Fitness America Weekend contest, earning his pro card along with the title. Today, he's a celebrity fitness trainer in Korea, while gracing many magazines throughout the world. Number 6. Sajjad Garibi. The Iranian Hulk, also called the Persian Hercules, the Iranian Hercules, and Hero, is a 27-year-old weightlifter who can lift up to 386 pounds, which is about twice as heavy as a kangaroo, in case you were wondering. He became an internet sensation in just a few weeks with his 350-pound structure and his ambitions of becoming a professional wrestler. Just as soon as he gives up his job as a real estate agent, that is. Can you imagine saying no to him? Looking like the Hulk with facial hair, some netizens call him the Daesh Executioner, Daesh being the Arabic name for ISIS. Garibi responded by saying he wants to be a professional soldier so he can fight ISIS. though I have a better idea. He should join the Avengers instead. Number 5. Denis Cyplenkov. Denis Cyplenkov, a Ukrainian bodybuilder and arm wrestler, has such huge hands that most think they're photoshopped. Like many Eastern Europeans, Denis started his career swinging old, raw, and rusted kettlebells. Not because it's a tradition, but because their economy isn't doing too well. Today, his wrists measure 9.5 inches, his biceps are over 2 feet in circumference, and he weighs 308 pounds. And all this while standing at 6 foot 1 inch in height. This HulK doesn't need nutcrackers to crack open walnuts with. His hands are nutcrackers. So who knows, maybe old, raw, and rusted kettlebells are the next big thing when it comes to training. Number 4. Zydrunas Savickas. Zydrunas Savickas, also known as Big Z, has always been, well, big. He started powerlifting competitively at 16 and became the first Lithuanian athlete ever to total 1,000 kilograms across the main lifts: the deadlift, squat, and bench press. Asked about his philosophy in life, Savickas said that it's important for him to do better at each competition, and each time it's a competition with himself, not against anybody else. Now that's a tough opponent to beat. In this picture taken years ago, Big Z looked like the HulK if he was trapped in a buffet, but since then he's dramatically downsized his belly to get leaner. It's believed he did this while still lifting heavy weights, but eating lots of lean protein like fish, chicken, and steak, as well as clean carbs like potatoes and colorful veggies. So eat your veggies, kids, and who knows, you could be the next HulK someday. Number 3. Jay Cutler. Jason Isaac Jay Cutler is a 4-time Mr. Olympia winner, earning victories in 2006, 2007, 2009, and 2010. He got his start working at his brother's concrete business at the age of 11, before starting to train at 18. He didn't take it too seriously though, because he graduated with a degree in criminal justice from college with the hope of working at a maximum security prison. The inmates are lucky he then found his true path. After years of training, he won the 1993 Iron Bodies Invitational and started to truly sculpt his inner HulK. Cutler won several more competitions till he tested positive for banned diuretics in 2001. Unhappy about that, he sued and got his second place finish reinstated. Unable to compete at the Mr. Olympia due to a biceps injury, he made up for it by winning 6th place at the 2013 Olympia. Cutler has since focused on his business venture, Cutler Nutrition, which specializes in bodybuilding nutritional supplements, in addition to his social media presence. Number 2. Evan Centopani. Evan Michael Centopani is an American professional bodybuilder who competes in the super heavyweight class. Not bad for someone who weighed 220 pounds when he was 12. As a child, his mother desperately tried to control what went into his mouth because he was like a human vacuum cleaner. In his own words. Not that it mattered because he ended up eating 3 breakfasts thanks to his relatives who lived nearby. This lasted for 15 years of his life until he finally got serious about training and everything changed. Goodbye Fatso, hello HulK. At his first tournament, he won the heavyweight class, and the rest is history. Clearly, he put his childhood fat to good use. Now before I get to number 1, an honorable mention must go to some super strong women. I focused on guys because the HulK's a male, but I'm giving these ones an exception. Iris Kyle, for instance, weighs 180 pounds at a mere 5 foot 7 inches tall and looks more man than most men, you have to admit. She's won every single Miss Olympia title since 2006, plus one in 2004, so she definitely deserves praise for her incredible achievements. But Iris isn't just about looks. She's trilingual and a businesswoman who runs her own nutritional company and a smoothie cafe. And though she may look like the strongest woman out there, she isn't. That title goes to the current world's strongest woman, Donna Moore, from Britain. On her Instagram, you can see her regularly lift in excess of 225 kilograms. That's a weight most men could only dream of lifting. Number 1. Hafthor Julius Bjornsson. This man plays the Mountain from the Game of Thrones, and it's not hard to see why. He's the current world's strongest man and the first person to have won the Arnold Strongman Classic, Europe's Strongest Man, and World's Strongest Man all the same calendar year. Oh, and he used to be a professional basketball player. In January 2015, out of respect for his roots, he joined the World's Strongest Viking competition in Norway, where he carried a 33-foot log weighing 1,430 pounds or 640 kilograms for 5 steps. breaking a 1,000-year-old record set by the legendary Icelandic strongman Orm Sturluson, who single-handedly carried the mast of a Viking ship. Sadly, we don't know much about Sturluson, except that he was obviously a Nordic HulK used as a secret weapon by the Vikings. Even so, he's beaten by Hafthor, who as an inhumanly strong being is permitted to have Thor within his name. Sadly, Bjornsson was struck with Bell's palsy in March 2017, a paralysis of the facial nerve, causing muscular weakness in one side of the face. Even so, I'm sure this won't stop him, and he'll still go on to perform amazing feats most of us can't even imagine. Maybe he'll break Eddie Hall's half-a-ton deadlift eventually. Only time will tell. And if you want to be like the people in this video, just remember that all it takes is hard work, persistence, and dedication. So which real-life HulK do you find the most impressive? Let me know in the comment section down below. Thanks for watching.